Hey everyone, this is Bob with Bob CNC, and welcome to our troubleshooting series. Today we're going to look at how you can determine if you have power to your CNC. So we have in the Evolution 4 here, you'll notice that the USB is unplugged. And when I plug it in, you should notice that you're going to have some flashing lights if you're connected to the UGS firmware, and also a green light. However, that doesn't mean that you have power to your machine. So the LEDs that are on this controller are actually driven by the USB power, but it does not control the stepper motors. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on our 12 volts power supply, and you should hear it lock into place, maybe make some hissing and buzzing sound. So here we have it plugged in, but the important thing is now it's locked into place. It's not moving around. Now the same would be true if I went ahead and disconnected my USB. Even though I have my 12 volt power supply connected, I can still move around. What happens is the microcontroller sends a signal that says, I got USB power, so you can go ahead and lock in the 12 volt power supply. So you actually need them both to be powered before you can hook up or run the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this up. But what happens if we have them both on and we can still move around? So that we have the power on, we have the USB, but we can still move around. Something's wrong. So the first thing that you need to check, obviously, is do you have your power supply plugged in? The next thing is that the black box where the AC power plugs in, sometimes it can be loose, not inserted all the way, so you're not actually getting the power there. And the next thing is if you have a voltmeter on the blue terminal, you can check for 12 volts. If you have 12 volts here, and yet you're moving around and your USB's connected, then you've probably done something that's blown the fuse on the controller itself. Now there's a little glass fuse in here. However, it's really, it's replaceable if you have a soldering gun and you're into this kind of thing. However, you can either replace the whole controller at Bob CNC, or you can just find the durable shield, which is the top one on Amazon, and build your own. So if you do not have power, you will notice it by the 12 volt power it's not locking up. Okay, so just because you have LEDs on your controller doesn't mean that your CNC is going to work. That's what we got for today.